Hello and welcome to an Alright Unite guide, a series in which I don't necessarily tell you how to play the many Pokemon available in Unite, but instead break down what they are, what their moves do, and hopefully show you your new favourite Pokemon you've never tried. I have many hours in this game since it's first released, but I'm not actually that good, so don't take what I say as a true guide, instead take what I say as information that makes you go, ooh, I didn't know that Pokemon could do that. Today's episode puts a spotlight on everyone's favourite tub of lard, Snorlax. He's a towering presence with scary early game pressure, and is able to keep this pressure going throughout the match with its moveset that focuses on crowd control and sustain. Throw surprisingly high burst damage into the mix, and you've got a defender who's easy to pick up for beginners, as well as a Pokemon that high level players love to use for its lane pushing and defending abilities. Before we move on, I just want to give attention to its base stats. At level 15, and at the time of recording this, Snorlax has the third highest HP, is tied for second highest defense, and has the second highest special defense of the entire Pokemon Unite roster. A Pokemon this wonderfully balanced in defenses with a HP stat to go with it is what makes it so popular. Let's get things started and talk about Snorlax's passive ability. Gluttony will increase the effects gained from eating berries. And what this ability does is give Snorlax 25% increased movement speed when near berries, and also doubles the amount healed from citrus berries, up to a maximum of 3000 health. Snorlax's basic attack becomes the boosted attack on every third hit. When it hits, it deals increased damage to nearby enemies, and also lowers their movement speed by 20% for 1 second. Snorlax's first move is Tackle. It's a short dash attack which deals damage to the opponent he dashes into, stunning them for 1 second, and also throwing them slightly. Snorlax's second move is Rest. Tired of taking damage? Just go to sleep! During your nap, you become unstoppable and heal 3 times for 8% of your max HP. As an added extra, enemies cannot walk through you while you're sleeping. Just like real life, I guess? Upon reaching level 5, Tackle can become either Heavy Slam or Flail. Heavy Slam makes you jump high into the sky, landing on a target location, dealing damage, and yeeting opponents you land on for 1 second. The other move 1 option is Flail. Snorlax gets angry about a lack of food in the fridge and buffs its own auto attacks for 5 seconds, causing them to deal extra damage and slow opponents. At level 7, Rest can become Block, a move which turns Snorlax into a door? This creates a shield wall in a chosen direction for 4 seconds, and any enemies that make contact with this wall are briefly knocked back and stunned. The other option after Rest is Yawn. Just like me with my jokes, Snorlax is good at sending people to sleep. This short range move sends all targets hit by it to sleep for 3 seconds. I'm about to talk about Snorlax's Unite move, and I'll be honest, I feel like I relate to this move way too much. It is called Power Nap. Upon use, Snorlax goes to sleep and starts snoring, dealing damage in an area around itself and throwing enemies into the air for 1 second. While it's raining and pouring and Snorlax is snoring, enemies cannot pass through him, he becomes immune to all hindrances, he deals damage over time to nearby enemies, he slows enemies hit by 30% for a second upon each hit, and heals himself for 7% of his maximum HP 9 times during his sleep. But that's not all, because Snorlax can recast this move, again, to flip himself over, which deals an extra instance of damage and throws enemies into the air, again, for 1 second. Snorlax is a beast of a defender. Its HP is immense, which gets harder to whittle down due to its fantastic defense stats. It can also be very good at disrupting your opponents, either through crowd control effects or just straight up damage with Heavy Slam or Flail. Snorlax is just fantastic, and if you're new to defenders, this is a great place to start to understand the role more, along with how it works. And with that, my Alright Unite guide for Snorlax comes to an end. Hope you enjoyed! If this is the first video in this series you've watched and you like it, you could watch the video before this one, where I talk about what Pikachu can do and why it scares me. If you're new to the channel, you like this video and you want to see more, click subscribe and turn notifications on. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.